It's Notre Dame. Let's bring in Mike Singer. Mike, we talked all week. Well, we've been talking all summer about Joey O'Brien and Notre Dame. So let's get right into it. He is committing in 5 days. June 20th will be the date that Joey O'Brien is set to announce his decision. But this weekend, he's in South Bend. What are you hearing? What are the early returns on his trip?
Talking to sources at Notre Dame, they think they're getting everybody. I mean, it's kind of one of those things, Josh, where like as soon as the official visit ends, there's such high optimism, and then things can start to change.
Right.
And visit high when that visit high wears off. But with Joey O'Brien, I think that Notre Dame is in a better position than ever with him. I think he's going to pick Notre Dame on June 20th. Could things change? Yeah, of course. But I'm rolling with my Fighting Irish prediction that I gave back in March of 2024 when I think his only other offers were from like Duke and Toledo. So Notre Dame's long been after him. But you got four names up on the screen. Kari Adams, Notre Dame's still right in the thick of that recruitment. Notre Dame, Oregon, Michigan. Caden Finley, I think Notre Dame's getting closer and closer to landing a commitment from him. I still like the Irish there. Picked him to Notre Dame earlier in the year. Evan Jacobson, the tight end from Iowa. Love where Notre Dame's at there. I've got predictions in for Notre Dame to land Jacobson and then Preston Frizzell, who I know, Steve Wiltfong spoke to you about this week. He was also on campus. I think the Irish land both Frizzell and Jacobson. So it was a big weekend in South Bend. 21 official visitors, 9 targets. So, of course, 12 commits. And that would include Thomas Davis Jr., the linebacker who was a Georgia legacy and officially visited Georgia at the end of May. Just got off the phone with him before I hopped on with you, Josh. Official visit went really well. Quote, "I'm committed here." That was his answer when I asked him, like, what do you kind of do moving forward with Georgia? Seems locked in with the Irish. Who's very excited to talk about his OV.
Wow. So can we pull that graphic up one more time? Can you rank in confidence? Who are you most confident in Notre Dame landing and least confident on this graphic?
I hate this, but I'll do it for you, Josh, because it's like, oh, so you don't think this guy is going to Notre Dame? It's not necessarily the case, but I'll do it for you. I would say Evan Jacobson's 1.
Okay.
I actually say Joey O'Brien 2. Finley 3, and then Kari Adams 4. There's not a ton of buzz about Adams.
I thought you were going to have Finley at 4, so that's a little surprising.
Okay, yeah, I would say Kari Adams 4 just because I haven't heard as much buzz about him specifically. Okay. I think he's kind of a harder one to read. I think Finley wants to be at Notre Dame, but There's the Texas pull, and his dad played there, of course, for Michael Finley. But like when you talk to Caden, he grew up in Green Bay. Of course, that's where his father would go on to play. So Finley grew up in the Midwest, in the cold, in a town that's similar to South Bend, like Green Bay. I'm sure it's all about Green Bay Packers football. South Bend, it's Notre Dame football. So there's some things there that I think are going in Notre Dame's favor. Again, I think he wants to be at Notre Dame, but I think that Texas pull is real, and it is definitely tight between those two programs.
All right. So is there anybody that you think, I mean, we know the big dogs have like their commitment dates locked in, set. They're doing it in front of whatever, or on the On3 Recruits channel in front of thousands of people. But is there anybody coming out of the weekend that you think could pop in Notre Dame's favor?
Yeah, I mean, Larry Fitzgerald's son, Devin Fitzgerald, I'm told, had a really good visit. That's the wide receiver from Phoenix Brophy Prep. I think the Irish are in a good spot with North Carolina safety. Nick Reddish had a very good trip. Braden Robinson, I'll be posting a story about him at blueandgold.com shortly after I get off with you, Josh. He's a smaller guy, 5'8", like 160 pounds, but an absolute speed demon from Red Oak, Texas. I think Notre Dame, you just talked to Stephen Wagner. I think it's Notre Dame or Miami for Braden Robinson. Arizona probably running third. I think the Irish have a really good chance to land him. So, and then last but not least, Grayson McHugh. It's looking like Notre Dame or Penn State. He goes to Texas this weekend with a July 1st decision. That's the offensive tackle who is Joey O'Brien's teammate at LaSalle College in Pennsylvania. That one's still going to be very tight between the two schools. I'd probably say it's 51-49 in Penn State's favor right now for Grayson McHugh.
All right. Notre Dame fans, blueandgold.com. They'll have updates rolling all day. Thanks, Mike Singer. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Josh.